Hello students, today we are going to perform your practical on intents and event listener and the adapter. So let's get started. First we'll create one new Android project here. You have to select one empty activity, then click on the next. Here please be sure that you have chosen the language as Java, and here I will give name to my application as intent application. Now I will select the Java is selected. Okay, language is Java. Now I will click on the finish. Okay, so project is building now. Done. Yeah, so we'll go to the activity main.xml file to change our UI. First you will get one hello world here, so we'll delete this hello world. We'll run and check whether it is working or not. So it's still running. Okay, successfully, yeah, done. So it is working. So first we'll design our UI here. Delete this hello world and we'll add one text view, that is a plain text box. After adding your text box to your UI, okay, after adding your text box, you have to provide the constraints. So I am providing the constraint to my text box. After that I will take one more button. I will provide the constraint again to my button. So what we are doing, we'll write URL here. So we'll provide one hint to the user, so you can change the text. I'm removing the text from here and I will provide hint so that user will get one hint to enter the URL. So I will write here, enter your URL. That's it. Okay, now I will click on the button and you can change the text of your button. As you can see here, it is added. Enter your URL as your hint and your text is your intent tab. So you can remove this text here. Now I will go to my button, click on the button and change the text of your button. It's not the hint, I have to change the text, so I will write text. So text, and I will set it as visit. So after clicking on the visit button, your URL will be open on your Google Chrome browser. Now please make sure that edit text have some ID and also your visit button as well. Now let's start with your coding part in the main activity.java. Inside the main activity.java, we have one button here and one text box. So first we'll take button. So button and then one variable for your button, which is button only or B1. Then for your edit text, which is your text box, so edit text and one variable for your edit text, that is E1. Now after that we'll add here B1 dot B1. I will define the B1. So I will write B1 is equal to find view by ID r dot ID dot and then your button. Similarly for your E1, I will write E1 find view by ID, and then similarly I will add here r1 dot ID dot and then I will add edit text. So we had declared our B1 and E1, that is button 1 and the edit text. Now we'll add click on listener, that is our practical only. B1 dot set, do not write the bold code, you have to use suggestions. So I will write set on, as you are getting one suggestion here, so click on enter and then again new keyword and then again you have to write on click. You are getting the suggestion, click on enter. Now what we have to do, we have to jump, that is intent, from our activity to our URL. So I will write URL here, that is string URL is equal to get text. So we'll fetch the text from our E1, that is our edit text, and what we'll do, to string, we'll convert that into the string. After getting the URL from the text box, we'll use the intent now. So intent and then variable for your intent, so I am using the intent as my variable name, equals to new, again intent is the syntax, and then what we want to intent our application. That's why I will write intent dot sorry, I will write it again, intent dot action. I'm finding my action here, action underscore, and then my action is view. So intent dot action view dot URL, that is URI dot parse, because we want to parse our URL. That's why URI dot parse, and then I will pass my variable there, and then after that we'll start our activity. So I will write simply start activity I. Okay, so here our activity name is intent, so I will write start activity intent. Make sure that the intent should be same. Now I will save it, symbol URI. So here can't resolve URI. Let's see what's this error. Create class, rename class. We are unable to find the URI. Just a second, we'll check. Okay, so action view comma URI, action view comma, it's not dot, it's comma, action view comma URI parse, and then I will write here URL. Okay, so it's comma, not the dot, so URI dot parse. Okay, I will run my application. So after running your application, I will write here my URL, that is www.google.com, and I will click on the visit. As you can see, my application is not running properly. It's force closed now. We'll check for the error. To check for the error, you have to go to the log. I will use my logcat to find out the error here. So we'll write it again, that is my URL. To check for the error, we'll open my logcat, www.google.com, and then we'll open our logcat. Here you have to change your verbiage to error, and then we'll see it. Okay, yeah, so we'll run our application. We'll click on visit. After clicking on the visit, you are getting some errors here. Let's see what's the error. So your error is no activity found to handle intent. That means your URL is not correct. You have to write proper URL format. So we'll run it again now, and then we'll get proper URL here like HTTPS, and then click on the visit. Okay, so please make sure that if you are writing the URL, you have to write whole URL starting from HTTPS. Okay, so that's it about your intent practical. Thank you so much for watching my video.